What's up, YouTube? Dilio back with another plugin review. As you can see, Autotune Slice. Autotune Slice is a sampler, slicer, effects, Autotune Raptor 1. So what it does is it takes your samples and you can slice up any way you want. So I took a hook from one of my songs and I plugged it in there. We're going to dive right in. Now, we'll just go through an overview. So before we do that, well, I'll play a sound. So, we'll get there. We'll get there. But so, off the jump, you see this interface right here. And this is something you might want to know. So if this isn't moving smooth, you want to click on this gear setting right here and then go to waveform display. Of course, you got mono and stereo there. But there's some in preferences I want you to know about. Because when I started this plugin, it was moving very slowly and very staticky and all that. So you want to make sure you click on this check mark and uncheck it. So that it's not using OpenGL graphics. So that way it moves nice and smooth. If it's not moving nice and smooth like this, you might want to fix it. So as you can see, we got different sounds right here. It comes preloaded with some sample packs. You can create your own favorites. As you see, all you do is click on there. You click the hard symbol, and it'll show up there. And then if I wanted to create my own, I can do that as well. And as I understand it, they're going to be creating more sample packs there. They are pre-sliced, pre-edited, but it's more fun for me when I dive in myself and I create my own. That's the type of person I am. It's cool to use the presets. That's cool. But my style is, how can I break this thing to make it sound dope, right? So in order to do that, you can go to edit, and what you have here is a sample. And what I'll do real quick is I'll drag that sample right back in just to show you the process of it. And with that, I can drag the sample in. So I'm going to drag that same loop I did and sort of give you kind of an idea of what it sounds like by itself. I'm running this in Studio One. So the existing audio will be removed. Will I continue? Yeah, I can do that. All right. And so it's not sliced. Yeah, but it does an automatic slice. You can hit this little slice button right here to the right and reslice. And you can change that sensitivity up right there. So you can pretty much work that. So now you got the sound. You know what's the deal? Gotta go. I'm for real. Waiting out. You know outside. Maybe I want to get that other slice in there, so I'm gonna turn up the sensitivity just a little bit. Outside. You. Reslice. Boom, we're in there. And so you hear this. You know what's the deal? Gotta go. I'm for real. We're waiting outside. All right. So of course you've seen this before, right? You've seen this done in arcade, which kind of jumped on that whole trend of chopped vocals, right? And then you have not arcade, but what was the plugin before that? Output. So remember XL had chopped vocals? Well, I mean, that pretty much had autotune vocals in it. Arcade has autotune vocals up in it. So autotune said, you know what? We're gonna take it back, and we're gonna take back what we gave y'all. So they created a plugin like that does something like this. You got different slices that go up and down the MIDI keyboard. They are velocity sensitive. You can go to each individual slice and you can change it like by doing key select. You can change the pitch of that. All right, but then again, you cannot individually adjust the playback controls. You can do vary speed, which basically follows the pitch of the samples are down. But as you can see, and you can change the polyphony of how many sounds are played. Side, no, side. And if you wanted to take one slice and play it chromatically, you can do that. Wait, outside, side. You can do that, which is cool. Or you want to play in reverse. I mean, that makes you want to just throw an effect on there. So with that, let's keep going. You can reverse the slice, and you can do it in reverse. And now I'm going to add autotune. The key that I sung this original hook was in B flat minor, so you can add autotune in there. You can go down, transpose it. Or you can bring it back up here And if I go back to forward, you can kind of hear auto-tune work on it. Go back to the I mean, it's easy to kind of just jump in there, and I haven't even added the effects yet. And so what you're hearing is it tuned. If I turn that auto-tune off. So let's add some effects. So we're going to turn the effects block on. But the thing is, I think there might be a little glitch in here because I have to turn on auto-tune to hear. I mean, you can add more effects there. And so what I can do now, as I play with this, I can select that and sort of build my own melodies based on the slice. So if I want to change that one, I can highlight that and go. See, now the tracking's a little bit fluttering a little bit. So you got to kind of tweak it. Bring that down a little bit. So you can put that to like a dance. Put the octave on. And you're hearing clicks in the samples because I gotta adjust the slices a little bit so they don't include it like that right there. Add a little bit of distortion on it with the tube. And so let's look at this effects block right here. Because see, as you can see, I'm just sort of playing with this thing and I'm really talking. I can turn that release up. Put some drive on it. Go back to the dual. And you can add a little bit of format there to kind of smooth it out. And of course, you can do play it forward and backwards, which I didn't show you, so I'm going to show you that now. And we can do like a forward and backward. You got different modes, so. So, and then you can also do a forward and backward, which is one of my favorite ones. And then, see, this thing syncs with the tempo, so you can actually do perfect 16th note slices with it. And that's fun, too, as well. Or you can change the tempo. Let's see if I can get rid of that click. And So this is a perfectly sliced loop that I rendered. So what I can do here is go to slice and then go to grid and then let's do 16th notes, or let's see, eighth notes. Reslice it. So now we have perfect eighth notes on the grid that is synced to the section of the DAW. So now I can play with that. You can kind of create some freaky stuff, you know. So now you can play chords by changing the polyphony and the playback controls. It kind of sounds a little bit mangled, so you got to, sometimes you can go for that, but. I mean, it really gets freaky. I mean, you can take all that stuff out and just play it straight. And, you know, it just goes on and on. So you can see how far you can experiment. I'm already 12 minutes in. But as you can see, so if I were to find like a slice that was like one note, let's see if I can find a slice first. But as you can see, it gets lost in there, but you see the potential of moving the sounds around. And I know I kind of got lost in creating, so that's a testimony to what I think about the plugin. You know, it's the process that I enjoy the most is the digging for that one cool accident that you didn't know you're going to run into by diving into a plugin like this, chopping the vocals, mangling the pitches, also adjusting the effects as well, changing the speed, speeding it up, slowing it down, adding a delay, taking it out, putting a filter on it. I mean, there's a lot of filters on here, right? A lot of different things you can do it on there within these 4, 5, 6 blocks here. And so it's really easy to dive in. So I can find little pieces here. And the cool thing is that you don't even have to do voices. You can do instruments. You can do anything you want. And this is coming from messing with it because I like to chop and flip vocals on the MPC. It's its own swagger there. So both chop samples, but each one has their own swagger. But I like this one because I think there's more potential for discovery because a lot of things that I could probably do on the MPC, I can kind of find here a little bit more immediately, but I can sort of still land in the same place on the MPC, but it takes a little bit more work. So it's good to have both tools and use them to work together. So I can create something crazy on here, drop it in my MP, and flip it even further, you know, and go even further and just go back and forth. So there's really unlimited potential in there. I'm really excited about syncing my teeth into this plugin and sitting down and sound designing with it and playing with it and creating something with the tools I have here and flipping it. So that's my review. I know it's kind of lengthy, but I had fun, and I hope you did too. I know it's not like boom, pop, pop. Oh gosh, yeah, you know. It's just a natural sit down, mess around with this plugin. Hope you like this type of content. Hit the subscribe button if you like this type of stuff. Let me know what you think about this plugin, if you think it's worth getting or passing on. And we're going to do some more reviews and more keyboard covers and all that stuff right here at the Delio T2K YouTube channel. I'm Delio. Peace out.